So as I told you, even in practical, what we have seen till now in scaling, just increment of the particular things, but practically everything will enhance. Okay, when there is an increment, basic will also change, DA will also change, CCA will also change, HRA will also change, like this. So this we are going to experience a lot when we will compute any salary personally or professionally, being a chartered accountant or our self own. Okay, so yes, you all are right. Salary basic is taxable. So of course, 12,000 you'll take for entire year or for certain months. For how many months you'll take 12,000? 5 months, and 7 months 14,000. Absolutely right answer. DA, DA taxable again for 5 months 6,000, and remaining whatever we will compute of that 70% we will take. CCA again 20% and 30%. Yes, all taxable. HRA, yes, absolutely right answer. Children's education allowance 600 per month. So of course that is taxable. Vivek, Mr. Vivek has 3 children. So he will not get, will he able to get 3 children ka deduction? I mean exemption under section 1014? No. To what extent he will get? To what extent he will get? Only for 2 children. Okay. Okay. So 100 rupees per child per month maximum for 2 children. Okay. Commutation allowance. Sika, only your video mode is off. Being the CR, if you will keep your video mode off, then what is the repercussion of other student? Okay, then yes, very. So this time in this question, we have to, earlier they used to give us what is the exempted amount. Here we have to compute how much will be the exempted amount, etc. Fixed medical allowance, taxable. Entertainment allowance, taxable. Bonus received on Diwali, bonus received on taxable. He receives ex gratia 25,000. He received ex gratia. Ex gratia is also a part of a type of bonus. Yes, it is taxable. Leave travel concession. What about leave travel concession? Taxable. Out of which exemption under section 10(5) is 12,000. So that much we will deduct, remaining will be taxable. Very correct. Mr. Vivek contribute 20,000 as his own contribution to employees provident fund recognized by income tax authorities. So it is known as recognized provident fund. There are 3 types of provident fund. How many types of provident fund we have? 3 types. One is statutory provident fund, other is recognized provident fund, and third is unrecognized provident fund. So out of these, you have to keep in mind only one. That is about recognized provident fund. What is there for recognized provident fund to be kept in mind? That the employer should not contribute more than 12% of salary, and interest should not exceed more than 9.5%. Remaining all provident fund things will be exempted. See here. So statutory, recognized, unrecognized. Okay. So statutory, everything is exempted. Just see. Okay. Only for recognized, it should not exceed 12%. This you have to keep, as just now I told. And interest should not exceed 9.5%. That's it. Otherwise, statutory, unrecognized, everything is exempted. I hope things will be there in your mind. Earlier also we have discussed, today also it is there as an adjustment in this question. Is it clear to everyone? So remaining will be taxable. Is this concept is clear as far as RPF is concerned? So RPF only we have to keep in mind. Rest is okay. Okay, SPF, URPF, everything is exempted. Okay. Thank you. Arey. Then again they have given this adjustment. So we will check with this 20,000 is more than 12% or not. If it is less, then no problem. Okay. To which your his employer also make the matching contribution. Interest accretion in his fund is 11.5%. So that out of that 9.5% will be exempted, remaining will be taxable. Just now we have seen. Professional tax will come where? Professional tax paid. Professional tax paid deduction under section. Yes, 16.3. Very correct. Vivek is also partner in Sansodhan and Associate and earns a salary as a partner 5,000 per month. What will happen with this? What will happen with this? Ignore as if now, because it is not an employer-employee relationship. It will come as a income from business and profession. Absolutely right. So I believe here there is only two things, PF and professional tax. Remaining entire question is here. So kindly solve patafat and let me know. What's your answer? Many of you started solving, I know. Very good. Till here it is over. Should I take to the next? At least till HRA you have done. Because 2 adjustments are there in next page. Yeah, then only you'll get the answer. Na? Thank you for the updates. So get me the gross salary. Yeah, I think now it is visible. Yes. Considering all, get me the gross salary, net salary. Chalo, be quick. We don't have much time. Now, please tally your answer. Have you got the basic as 1,58,000? Tell me yes or no. Basic. Thank you, Sanya, Hinal, Kinjal, Kushi, Samida, Aditi. Thank you. DA 98,600. DA 98,600. Absolutely right. CCA 41,400. 41,400. Yes. HRA 73,000. Yes. Very good. Children's education allowance, you must have got that he got 21,600, but the deduction is 2,400. So the taxable will be 19,200 because he has 3 children, no? So 600 per month, 12 months for 3 children, 21,600. Out of that, exemption is 100. So here I have, yes, 19,200. Absolutely right. Okay. So if someone has done any error, please rectify it. Be quick. Okay, next. This is very simple. Commutation allowance 7,000. Out of that, 5,600 deducted, 1,400 taxable. I hope this you must have got. Commutation wala. Yes, children, everyone. Till here. Okay, thank you. Medical allowance. Perfectly all right. Entertainment allowance. Perfectly all right. Nothing new. Bonus. No problem. Ex gratia. No problem. Leave travel. I hope no problem. Yes, employer's contribution. So whatever 20,000 we found, we'll see whether it is more than 12% or not. So what we found, 12% of the salary is coming 30,720. And whereas employer contributed only 20,000. So well within limit. So that is why nothing will be taxable. That's why nothing will be taxable. And these two are the new things. Interest also, he got 11.5. Out of that, 9.5 will be exempted. Remaining will be taxable. So the taxable part is